Alright people, I thought I'd just kind of briefly explain some of the ranting earlier and some of why this product in particular really annoys me. I think it was in 2016 it was first launched, and this kind of range of Tetley Super Teas, okay? Now, some of the economic background you need to know for this is the fact that coffee is still a growing industry. The hot drinks industry as a whole, tea sales are slightly down over the last couple of years. Healthy teas and premium teas are the growth market. Now Tetley, which is a subsidiary of Tata, which is a massive international business that makes everything from cars to beverages to steel production, they're the second largest kind of tea business, as it were, and they know, and it says here that black tea is losing its share of the marketplace, all right, because people are now looking at higher quality coffee and different kinds of experiences when they drink tea. So it means that smaller businesses can kind of cut into the market share. Fruity and herbal teas can also be part of that thing. Now, what I don't like about this campaign in particular is that although we talk about media effects and we say that you know, audiences aren't stupid, audiences are sophisticated, we talk about how the hypodermic needle effect is not an accepted media theory anymore in terms of how audiences consume texts. I just want to point out one or two things. You might not know that Coca-Cola, in some of its first advertising campaigns of the late 1800s, was called sort of a brain tonic or a revitalising tonic, or somehow it was sort of medicinal. So, you know, specific for headaches, delightful in summer and winter, relieves mental and physical exhaustion, with a very refined, elegant looking lady kind of sipping a small glass or whatever it might be, Coca-Cola, okay? And what I want to suggest really is that advertisers are still pulling the same kind of alright? They are patronising us by producing the same kind of adverts or ideas that were still back with Coca-Cola that are, you know, now provably wrong. Coca-Cola, of course, being full of sugar. And it isn't just tea. I'm not just going against tea. I like drinking tea myself. I used to buy Tetley. Now I don't. I buy just kind of regular supermarket brand decaf tea, which is probably made by Tetley anyway as a subsidiary business arrangement, but whatever. You know, the energy drinks market is worth something like $2 billion a year. They're full of caffeine and taurine and sugar, and you know the sugar industry does very well out of that. The coffee market, obviously, you know, not all coffee is sold fair trade. Some coffee is kind of grown with exploitative farming contracts and that sort of thing. You know, Starbucks is known for using a business in Switzerland to purchase its own coffee beans at a lower tax rate so that it can then use it, roast it and flog it, you know, at £3 a pop in coffee shops over here. Probably the same with Costa and Cafe Nero as well. But what really annoys me about this is that how this is a sort of a premium range tea. So as we saw, £1.79 for 20 bags, all right, whereas, you know, £2 might get you 100 and something bags of normal tea. But this sort of, all these sort of boxy bits of, you know, radiance, brightness, fruit in the background, the sort of with vitamin D, the sunshine and the brightness of the logo, it's all very nice and wonderful and good for you, and, you know, helps maintain healthy bones and teeth. I'm sorry, if your diet does not include the right amount of nutrients, then, you know, drinking tea is not going to suddenly maintain your bones and teeth. Yes, it may well do. I'm not a chemist, I'm not a scientist, but it just very much annoys me that, you know, current government guidelines are recommending daily supplements of vitamin D. Sun-starved Brits can relax as Tetley's coming to the rescue for your daily Vit hit. Let's not forget that the parent company, alright, Tata, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, they make a range of different kinds of foods, they make fragrances, they manufacture car batteries and so on and so forth. I also believe they've got a number of chemical plants and that sort of thing right across the world, okay? So it probably means, I'm going at a bit of a stretch here, that they're supplying their own businesses with extra sort of vitamins and minerals and compounds and God knows what to go into these teas. The thing that really annoys me is that it's patronising the audience, I think. It's being sold deliberately to a younger audience. Urban youth is the target market for this. And it's like, just how stupid do you think we are? Like, really? Am I really going to drink a cup of tea to boost my immune system or to make me feel less tired during the day? And there's a massive range of these things. How many products are they trying to flood the market with? And then you get to the more sort of ridiculous ones. The heart thing. Yeah, I mean, Vitamin B1. Let's have a quick look at vitamin B1. Thiamine. I'm fairly sure you can get that in breakfast cereals. And it just annoys me that this is being advertised as a new and super product with a new advertising campaign from I think 2016. As if it's going to suddenly solve all your health problems. Why does tea have to be now sold in this way to attract an audience? And then even worse, detox with selenium. So kind of copping onto all these fads for social media stars and whatnot, flogging, you know, detox brands and detox products and all this kind of calling a detox any time of the day with added selenium to protect cells from oxidative stress. I don't know what oxidative stress is. These kind of two healthy people who are now glistening from the inside out on the logo with the added selenium of a leaf. Selenium doesn't occur naturally as a tea leaf, alright? Selenium is not that, alright? Selenium is an element or a mineral that's sort of like this, small and silver.
So selenium is an element that's quite like sulfur, but sulfur has its common form in S8 rings, whereas selenium exists in its more common form as long chains of selenium atoms. And if you shine light on these chains, they start conducting electricity. So selenium was the material that was used in some of the early photocells for things like burglar alarms and doors that open themselves and so on.
So here's a sample of selenium, and we're going to unpack it from the box here, and it's in the form of a shot.
Selenium has a number of other applications. Perhaps the one that amuses me most is that it's used in shampoos. Some people, as you know, get dandruff, which is caused by bacteria on their scalp. And if you use compound, which is a ring, which is a mixture of sulfur and selenium, this can be added to shampoo and will act as a bactericide and will kill the bacteria that cause dandruff.
So let's see what comes out. You can hear it. And here you can see the selenium. Wonderful black compound. Beautiful element. Again, this is a mineral which is useful for us, and in fact many people often take selenium as an additive to their diet.
However, you have to be careful because the compounds that make our sweat smell are sulfur compounds. So if you get selenium into the body, then you make similar compounds of selenium but which smell much worse. And so it is said that people get off the bus when selenium chemists get on. And tellurium is even worse still.
Obviously all credit to the University of Nottingham for that one. I just find it really patronising, really belittling.
TETLEY Immune Super Tea with vitamin C to help support your immune system. It's not ready yet. TETLEY Beauty Super Tea with vitamin B7 for healthy hair and skin.
Let me just play that one again.
Speed Beauty. It's not ready yet. TETLEY Beauty Super Tea with vitamin B7 for healthy hair and skin.
Alright, so I'd like to draw your attention to the small print, okay? Beauty. Vitamin B7 contributes towards normal hair and skin. Enjoy 1 cup daily as part of a balanced diet, alright? Well, if it's the selenium one, you don't want to be having too much of it, otherwise your breath and your sweat's going to start stinking like mad. But actually, on the packaging, this little white text right here is quite hard to see, around the kind of almost shampoo woman face logo with the kind of flowing hair and the little pink flower here, is helps maintain healthy hair and skin. Alright, now I've actually complained to the ASA about this because the Advertising Standards Authority or agency or whatever it's called these days, because I think this is completely wrong. How can you then say in the broadcast advert you'll get normal hair and skin? I'll get normal hair and skin just by not drinking the tea. On the packaging it's kind of healthy hair and skin, as if this is now part of your beauty regime. Like, seriously? How stupid do you think we are? And you know, you've got kind of the nerdy hot redhead scientist. Oh, wow, wasn't that an amazing new stereotype? Alongside the, you know, sexy looking superheroine who is called Awesome Woman, and she's already perfectly pretty like that anyway. Not that we have to judge women on being pretty. And yet all of a sudden she wants to try out a speed gadget that will blast her face with mascara and lipstick and all the cosmetic industry that they sell you. And then suddenly, you know, if you try and take a shortcut to being beautiful, you end up looking like a ridiculous clown. So instead, get a cup of our beauty tea, £1.79 a box for 20 cups, I'd like to remind you, 20 tea bags.
With vitamin B7 for healthy hair and skin.
And for healthy hair and skin, a little bit of sarcasm there. Oh yeah, a little bitchy kind of bit of sarcasm from the voiceover narrator there. Lovely, yeah, like technically, alright, I'm really annoyed about this. And actually, I don't, you know, tea and beauty, just no. Alright, just no. I'm not going to stand for it. And I've actually also tweeted Tetley to say I want to see a fact sheet about their selenium and, you know, how their primary research was done into how they've kind of added this element into their teas as well. Because I want some answers about this crap. Honestly, unbelievable. Anyway, my main point was the advertising. I find patronising, I find belittling, and the last thing I do want to say is, even though, as I mentioned earlier in the video, that we discredit the kind of media hypodermic needle effect, and we don't believe there's a magic bullet where the media just penetrates through you and the message is taken on board and the audience is like a zombie brainwashed to accept it, alright? I'd just like to give you one last statistic, which is that this right here, after I think it was the first year of launch, it's made somewhere between £4 and £5 million worth of sales for Tetley the company and obviously the parent company Tata. Alright, so clearly we can't discredit the growth of this market from younger buyers, growth and the kind of clever targeting of urban youth, and all this about, oh, you know, you drink our tea, it'll be good for getting vitamin D in you because, you know, we don't get much sun in Britain. Oh, it'll be good to kind of boost your tiredness during the day, you know, you don't need a herbal supplement, come and buy some of our instead. Or, oh, you know, this will be good for your immune system, or it'll be good for your heart. I've actually asked the British Heart Foundation to comment on this as well. Or you can detox with it, or you can have vitamin B7 beauty. There's one for being alert, there's one for your mind. Look, to maintain cognitive function. Suddenly tea's going to save you from Alzheimer's as well. You know, added caffeine in tea. You don't need more caffeine in tea. You're competing with Red Bull here or something, surely. And then matcha, I don't even know what matcha is apart from containing high levels of manganese. This is all stuff I'm sure you get if you just eat a balanced diet, alright? We don't need tea companies and beverage companies selling with added in it from probably one of their chemical factories to make us live healthy lives, alright? And you don't have to pay for this. So, yeah.